Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. You want to see more? Hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Motorsport Manager, and we've reached year number 2 in the Gaming Decathlon, so it is week 1 of that second year. We are rolling over from week 55. Happy New Year, by the way. And let's see, we already have brakes for the year maxed out. Have not touched the engine yet. We are working on maxing out the front wings, though the reliability is maxed out. So work is almost done there for the year. Work is done on the rear wing, totally maxed out for the year. We are now done with our suspension upgrades for the year, but we are a ways off from having them maxed out yet, both reliability and performance. You can see that both parts for the year. We're going to have a fuel efficiency upgrade, though it will hurt reliability a bit on the eventual final one. But these two parts are a ways off from where they need to be. One of them, at least, though, is now onto the car. So, front wings, getting those done. Suspension, getting that done. And that means now work-wise, the engine still to go, and the gearbox. And that is where we have started. So we are starting our upgrades on the gearbox now. And unfortunate news, Herda, his crashed last week, had a cracked rib. He has 1 week left where his cornering and fitness are affected, but of course I really don't have a reserve driver, so Herda is going to have to drive a bit underperforming with fitness and cornering down this week. And Verstappen came out of the race with a dodgy neck, and his fitness is down for the week. So both drivers are affected this week, and this could make it a really challenging race to get one, if not both cars, into the points. So we're definitely going to have to look for a one-stopper to work. And actually, let's go back and check the mail for a moment. Let's see. Report on the race. 25-lap race. And let's see. Abrasive track, which means it's going to be hard on tires. So the Super Soft's probably not going anywhere. We may be running mediums to try to get, it looks like about 13 laps out of them. So I would imagine we're going to need 2 sets of mediums for the race, 1 for practice. And then we're going to need 1 set of Super Softs for practice, 2 for qualifying, and then I've got 2 choices left. I could see what we can get of 1 Super Soft and 1 soft, of maybe getting into one of those in the race. And I should already be done on the part fitting. Suspension, yeah, we've got great suspension. We added it to Max's car, which brought him a little bit closer. So estimated race position is now 14th on the car, 15th on Herda's car. Not quite to the final third of the season yet, but we are definitely into the second half. Like I said, I'm a little worried about today's race and our potential to squeeze into the top 10. Well, not today, it's Friday, but this weekend's race. Based on both drivers being down a bit. Get that weight stripping sorted out. Okay, do we have any extra? Yes. Take that one out. That'll do it. Alright, both cars on the Super Softs. We'll knock that one out first. We've got plenty of time to get that sorted out, and it looks like we're okay on the balance. Let's see, 13 lap. Oh, mediums will easily get 13. So that is good. Oh man, the softs look like they could get 13. It looks like we could try a one-stopper here, but if we go 17 or 18 on the mediums, that leaves 7 to 8 laps on super softs. So it looks like we could run mediums for one long stint early on, and then switch to super softs to finish the race. I wonder though, no, 13, it would definitely be 2 sets of softs and no bonus on those, as I don't have a third set. Now, what would we get if we went 3 sets of super softs in the race and make it a 2-stopper? We'd get, let's see. Yeah. I think we could be pushing well, we'll have to figure it out. Let's get the super softs first. Okay, now Max has given us a better idea here. Downforce, handling, and speed balance. So let's get his initial setup here. And for Colton, we can do the same. Let's go ahead and get it started. Send both cars out. Alright, so here it is set up on race trim. Max also set up on race trim. So we'll get the race trim and the qualifying tire out of the way first. Okay, bring them around. Pour good and good. I wonder if I can just change the tire camber and keep that going. Try that. Max, okay, great, and good. Okay, try that. Needed a little more speed balance. Needed a little less changeover on the handling, so get around a little faster. And here we go again. Great, okay, and excellent. So, here to actually want in more understeer. Meanwhile, we need to bring that back to right where it was. I think we might need a little more here. Is that too far now? Keeps the speed balance right where I want it. No, that is definitely too far. Okay, we will try that. Now the downforce is close. That does offset us here though. Okay. That actually should be pretty close too. I'm going to let Herda run for a little bit. Max is close. 97. Handling right where we want it. Wonder if we went too far on the speed balance. But at 97%, I don't want to mess with it. Let's try 18.9. There we go. So you're definitely going to go out for a longer run. So this time we'll just go for the fuel burn and not the tire attack. There we go. I'm going to let both guys go out for a little while. Here it is a little bit farther off. Okay, so there's level 2. Let's go ahead and finish this off. Alright, how are we looking here? Totally dry for practice. Okay, wait. Herda's gonna come in. There we go. Max will finish off. In fact, it looks like it's finished now. There we go. Race trim. So we'll be switching tire and we'll switch to qualifying trim. And Herda, we got it right. 98%, all excellence. We might have 2% left to go, but with all 3 excellent, we are not going to mess with that. So we're going to switch to qualifying trim. Go to 3 laps, and we need to switch tires. Let's get those mediums. Max will bring in this time. Go ahead and push all the way back in. And we'll push a little bit there. And Max, let's bring you back around. Go. Okay, so both drivers at 98% now. So we're going to call that good. Qualifying trim, 3 laps. And you're going to work those mediums as well. Now, what I may try to do, if we get done early enough, is I might try to get one driver back out there. Oh, I might do that now. Let's see which one to do though. Here it is, the one who's going to be slower in the race, I have a feeling. Which means I would want Max on the best strategy. Just going to be a one-stopper on softs the whole way, which means Herda, we can sacrifice him. He can run the medium super soft one-stop strategy, and I can try to get Max on the soft strategy for the race, which means Herda, I need to try to get as much of a bonus on these softs as I can by sacrificing his soft tires. Put the two drivers on different strategies, essentially. Okay, Max halfway around, so let's go ahead and speed it up till he comes back here. Four and a half minutes to go. I cannot switch tires, so he's going to stay as is. Still working on that qualified trim, so let's get you back out on those mediums. Plus job was not done yet anyway. Go conserve, we don't want to heat those up too bad. Neutral, there we go. 2 minutes left. How are we looking on fuel wear? Herda is okay to get around. Alright, we made it to level 3 on everything. It's just the soft tires. It looks like we're only going to get one level of bonus on them. Yeah. Just one level of bonus. I was hoping for 2. Does create a weird scenario on whether I want to go for that or not. Oh, and it's raining for qualifying. And it's raining heavy. Whoa, look at that. It's going to rain, it's going to stop, it's going to rain again. Boy, this is going to be all about being on the track at the right time. Start is not the right time. I mean, it's nice now, but by the time you start your flying lap, the track's going to be soaked, but then quickly dry out. So you want to be out at the 8-minute mark. Oh, that's just 2 minutes in. Okay. And how long is a lap taking? Let's see, how long was the lap taking? 1:22. So we want to start Ooh, but it looks like it's going to dry out again. Maybe, maybe not. You want to be starting the lap, let's say about 1:50 in. And it's going to take about 1:35. So we want to start somebody about 15 seconds in. Well, we might as well super soft qualifying. Not worried about tire wear right now. So somebody, I want them going at about 15 seconds in. Okay. See, it's going to dry out again. But we'll time the second car for that one. So let's get Herda out there. On the intermediates, yes. Alright, get through these first sections, and then we're going to speed up. Breaking through the chicane a little bit. There we go. Attack. Now we attack heavy. Attack heavy. Attack heavy. Rain has stopped. Okay, through the chicane. A little late on that one. Just enough to get those tires up where we want them. Tire temps perfect. Brake temps are definitely a bit hot. Now, where are we at on... Okay, it's going to dry out, so we don't even need to be on the intermediates. The track is going to totally dry out, which means we're going to get a run in on the super softs. So, Herda, this is just practice. He's, of course, purple because he's the first one out. The rain should be coming again here any moment. There it is. Rain's starting to fall. He's still purple. So we did time that just right. We're going to want both cars on the track right at the end when the track dries out. Is there going to be any grip at the end? Yes, there is going to be some grip. So, Herda, who started with purples, ended up slowest. Look how much slower Russell, Schumacher are on the wets. Wow. Okay, so I want both cars on the track. With just 2 minutes left. Send them both out. I think Herda's going to get an automatic run. Look at that though, the timing does work out pretty well. The other guys who are on the same time as me are all faster, but everybody else is slower. No time for Verstappen, that's okay. So both cars are going to use just one set of super softs. That's actually a good thing that it's going to leave others left. And I'll head out right at 2 minutes, which will give a little bit of time left when they start their flyer. Hopefully it doesn't start raining after the time goes out. That could be a concern, actually. So let's get Herda out a little early again, just in case. Just in case it does start raining after clock hits 0. And that means I want him at about 3 minutes. And we'll go Max at 2. Alright, 3 minutes. Super softs. Yeah. Wow. Talk about crazy timing. I don't want him to get behind those guys, but it's like it's bound to happen. Oh crap, time. Oh, I'm not gonna make it, am I? I'm not gonna make it. Am I even gonna get a qualifying time? I was so busy worried about Herta, I totally forgot to keep an eye on when 2 minutes was coming. Minute 21 and he's just now crossing the line. I'm not gonna get a time for Verstappen at all. He's gonna start dead last. Just go hard all the way. Otherwise you're not even gonna have a time. Now it's all down to Herta. See, I ease off. There's no way I'm going to make it. "26 seconds. 20 seconds. Perfect brakes. Good tire temps, but he's not going to make it. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Time's up. No time for Verstappen. Herta is 13th. Ouch, I blew that one. 16th and 20th. I missed it by about 4 seconds, 5 seconds. 2 minute mark would have been just fine. Minute and a half was definitely too late. Time he got out of the garage, it was too late. Lando Norris, Mick Schumacher, Mercedes 1-2 lockout. They are going to be so good with Mick Schumacher on that team now. And my chances of cracking the top 10 went down a lot with that last place for Max. And he was the one I was potentially going to go with the one stopper on softs. He'd only have a 20% bonus. Or do I go for this 2 stopper and the super softs? Does he have 2 sets left? Well, it'd be a 2 stopper anyway. So he's looking at, say, 9, 18. That's 25. 2 stopper on super softs. He might make it. But is a 2 stopper worth it? How big is the performance difference? Not that big. Okay, we want the medium bonus. They're both going to go for a 1 stopper. We're going to put Max on the softs. Smaller bonus. But he still has a 20% bonus overall. Herda, we're going to put him on race trim and the medium bonus, so he gets a bigger bonus. And then he's going to get the super softs at the end. I need to get 13 laps out of those on this first run. Alright, so these guys all on super softs at the front. Here's softs, you got Signs, Buchanan, Ocon on used mediums, well used mediums. Nordstrom's has got the dodgy neck also. Nakashita. So Max could very well pass these guys and get up somewhere around 12th to 13th. Not too many cars on the softs. And there's not a very big difference between the softs and super softs. The mediums, there's pretty big drop off. See, Herda, slow start for him. Drops to 18th almost immediately. Max still in 20th. I would imagine Max is going to come through pretty quickly on the softs. Herda's starting to make some ground though. 3 wide. And he makes 3 passes in 1 corner. But he's... not 3 passes, 2 passes. Wow, 4 wide! Lucky there's no crash on that. Max is still in last place though. Herda for the moment in 15th. Here comes Max now, and he was for a moment 4 wide on the outside. ERS available now. Currently 15th and 20th. There's definitely one place to use, well, 2 places to use ERS on this track most effectively. Treat it like a DRS zone. Max, we're going to save some up while he's starting to make his way up now in 18th. But I'm going to go casual with him. Neither driver having any issues with temperatures, though Max is heating up a little bit faster. Herda's still on 15th. Samsol all the way down in 17th. Not a good place for him to be in. Herda tries to get a run. He does get beside him there, but a little late. So he can't make that move work. Verstappen just naturally cruising on up. Chance for 17th here through the chicane. 3 wide with Herda. Max tucks back in, but Max now makes a move around Herda, and Herda's down to 18th. In just a couple quarters, he goes from 15th to 18th. Alright, Herda, let's go ahead and start saving some fuel for you. Though you're not up to the prime temperature, so we'll keep you pushing a little bit. Samsol defending well there versus Verstappen as he used his ERS as well. Max in some heavy traffic. Here's a good chance for a move as he almost makes the double work. No. He does get Buchanan though. Now around the outside here. It's a good chance to make that one stick. 3 wide, right in the middle. 2 wide now. And he makes it stick, 14th. Let's use that last little bit to open up a gap here. So Verstappen now passed most of the mediums guys. As he gets around CMCL, Buchanan, and Matsushita. Up into 14th. Giovinazzi up ahead. Guys on the softs here. All the super softs besides Samsol are now up into the top 8. Herda still down in 18th. And this is also where he's got the bonus. Gonna step this up here. Chance to make a move for 17th. Just through a little bit of fuel management. Also a chance to go 16th there, possibly. Still battling for position. Out of position now, and he gets down to 18th. Keeps this run. No, he tucks in behind. Trying to make the move on Buchanan. Cannot stick it for now. And then just a little ERS and Buchanan flies. So 14th and 18th at the moment. Now Max. Let's go conserve for a little bit. Tires starting to get a little hot. Little tire management. Get those temperatures down here soon. I will need to use ERS on this front stretch to not lose too much time. There we go. And that is just fine. Also get us back into a happy zone here a little bit. Okay. Back up to neutral. 14th, 17th, so Herta has gotten around Buchanan, who actually drops all the way to 20th. Maybe he made a mistake, but it is very tight. We're about 20 seconds behind the leaders. Which means they have just about a pit stop on us, so the super softs are a good way to go. Those guys could just about pit now and still come out ahead. Max. Ooh, Simsall coming with a head of steam there on those super softs. They are definitely faster. He made some mistakes, but his tires are starting to see him through. Now it's just the Mercedes that have really opened the gap. You can see Newgarden in the Ferrari is 7 seconds behind already. And here's the first pit. Sergio Perez is in. We will be ahead of him as we move up a spot, 14th and 16th now. Lap number 9. Max holding up just about 40% on the tire wear after, what, 8.5 laps? Herta's up to 16th, but it's time to back off a bit. It's Matsushita in between us. In the Haas, I believe. Yeah. Sainz coming up close to Herta now. We just back off a little bit, and just like that, he's under pressure. Max still hanging in there. Lap 10. 1 lap later, that's 7% used. So one more lap will get us to lap 11. But, worryingly, that's not lap 13. Now, can he get 12 on him? Yes. Can he get 13? Oof, I don't know about that. Let's go ahead and go conserve for a little bit. We've got to get 13 laps out of these, and I'm not sure we're going to do it. Bunch of cars are in here, including a Ferrari, and we move ahead of all of them. So Leclerc, Vargasov, and Marilainen all down. So we go up to 11 and 13 now. The pit delta is a bit longer than expected. But Norris has pit already. and still all the way up in 4th place. Wow, look at that. So maybe it's not as bad as we thought. Okay, it's lap 11. Verstappen just going into the red now, 24% here. Let's go back to neutral, and let's turn up the engine a little bit. Max up into 8th place now as cars continue to stop. It's lap 12. I would love to pit this lap, but I've got to get one more lap out of this. I've got to get 13. So there goes Matsushita going past on the mediums. Meanwhile, Herta is doing just fine. He's in 11th. He's one position behind us, just a second back on mediums, nonetheless. So he's hanging in there pretty well, and he's going to be on super softs a little bit later. And meanwhile, Max struggling here. Max is struggling, and I've got to go one more lap. Down to 18%. He's going to fall off the cliff and lose a bunch of time here, but it's what it's going to take. It is what it's going to take. Now push for this final lap, and you're going to pit in this lap, Max, and we're going to go on the softs to the end. %risk of failure. Stop should only take about 1.9, and we are quick on our stops, so that's going to help. So Verstappen at 10th. We'll see how bad this lap is. Herta is closing him down. Let's check in with Herta, who's in the middle of a battle right now with the McLaren. Van Dorn, who is on a fresh set of soft tires, definitely has the pace and moves ahead. At the moment, we are 10th and 12th. Max coming in this time. He's down to 10%, but he hasn't lost a ton. So it's worked out okay. Stopping in for his stop. And it's a good one. 2.1 seconds. Herta at 25% now. Tire's almost cold, so let's run those. He can go a bit longer on these mediums without a problem. I would love to see him use super softs to the end of the race, but we've got to see how long are those going to last. Maybe 9 laps. Maybe. And it's lap 14 now, so he can still go down to about 10% on these before we're going to have a problem. He's in 9th place. Verstappen comes out of the pits in 19th. Ouch, and a good distance back. Did he lose that much time? I want one more lap. One more lap on these. 17. The cliff is, I believe, 10% on the mediums. So we're going to go one more lap, and we're going to put super softs on. 8th place at the moment. One of 6 cars that haven't stopped yet. Okay, now he's going to come in this time. We're going to put him on super softs. Car's doing okay. Max is down to 20th. Last place. Now, checking in. How many of these cars are going to go the distance? Not many. These guys are about to stop. Herta's about to stop. Herta is just about to hit that 10% as he comes to pits. Let's go ahead and turn that down. And here we go. Colton Herta in for his one and only stop. Hopefully one and only stop. Let's hope these Super Softs actually do make it to the end. Now, look at this. He's the only car on Super Softs. That's an advantage. He comes out in 18th. That's a problem, though. We're running 18th and 20th now. Come on, you're on Super Softs. Fresh Super Softs. It's Ocon in between. Now, how are we looking in terms of the race? Norris and Schumacher back on top, but Nordstrom in between them. He has not stopped yet in the Force India. Nordstrom's got the dodgy neck. And the Haas. Is that Haas? No. Williams. Okay, there we go. The Williams of Carlos Sainz just made his stop. He's on the Super Softs. He should be good to go to the end. He's going to get around Verstappen for sure. As close as he is. Well, not for sure, but most likely. Nordstrom in now in the Force India. This should be a one stop. What did he come out on? Nordstrom? Okay, Super Softs. Comes out in 9th place. Leclerc is going to stop again. Anytime now. We just go up to 15th and 17th now as two more cars just stopped. To Buchanan. Comes out on Super Softs. Nakashita just came out. Sainz just got around Verstappen. Now, you've got the ability to turn that engine up. Let's go ahead and do so now. We'll wait a little bit longer for Herta. We also have some ERS. It's time we start using some of that. We are 15th and 18th at the moment. Terrible form for both drivers, really. Part of that's the fitness. They're just not looking too good today. Alright. Siamsil might have to stop. Might. Hopefully he does. Don't want Toro Rosso scoring here. Hopefully Russell has to stop, because having the Renault there, I think Renault is 9th in the points, or is Toro Rosso? I think it's Renault. So having George Russell in the points is bad for me. Leclerc is pitting, and he comes out on another set of Super Softs. So he was doing the 3 sets of Super Softs 2-stop race, and it looks like it could pay off. They've got a lot of pace. And he might be able to get ahead here. Lots of cars, though, in danger of needing another stop. Lando Norris might have to stop again. He's got a huge lead, and it might still see him into 2nd place. Mick Schumacher, though, if he stops, that's going to drop him down a few positions, and he might not finish in the top 2. Argasov cutting it close. Van Dorn's cutting it close. But we're in 16th and 19th, so unless other cars stop, we're not going anywhere. Siamsil most likely to have to stop. Alright, turn that engine up. Okay, Max. Time to start using that ERS as well, as we are running in just 16th and 19th position. Like I said, this was the one I was worried about this race, with both of these guys coming in some type of injury. Lap 23 now. So many cars near the need for a stop. Hopefully some of them actually take that up. A little late. I wanted to use the ERS there on the backstretch. Lap 24 now. No sign of anyone heading to the pits. Something fell off the front wing for Verstappen. '16th and 19th, not seemingly going anywhere. Norris, final lap, not going to stop. He will make it. He will win it. It's going to be a 1-2 for Mercedes. Turn that engine up all the way, guys. All the way. Burn that fuel. Burn that excess fuel. Can't get around Ocon. He's right behind him. Verstappen right behind Ocon. Cannot get around him. Tack. Tack. Norris, Schumacher, Margasov, 1, 2, 3. And we are going to be 16th and 19th at the end of this one. No change of position. Poor day. Very poor day for us. Made the one-stopper work. Leclerc the only car to go on the two-stopper. And it did pan out that he got back up to 9th place. Right about where I expected him to be after that pit stop and those fresh Super Softs. The Super Softs were good. They made a good use of time. But because everybody was able to make one-stoppers work, I was in the back. Just couldn't outrace cars, especially with the engine and gearbox. I don't have enough power. Cars looking better and better as the year goes on, but gearbox and engine problems are going to continue to plague me until the end of the season. Big thing is staying ahead of those last two teams, especially with the payout the way it is. It is very much spread. Lando Norris caught breaking the rules, dropped from a win. He only loses 2 places, though, to go to 3rd place. Teammate Mick Schumacher inherits the race victory. Norris still on the podium, though. Verstappen drops to 4th place with Mick Schumacher picking up the race win. Of course, almost all of those points came with his previous team. And yes, Renault picked up 1 point in that race, so they closed the gap to 5. It's Renault and Haas that I'm racing from here on out, as Williams and Toro Rosso are out of reach now, as is Force India and McLaren. Still the big 3. Still tight at the top. 26-point lead for Mercedes. With the 2 drivers they have now, I have a feeling they will win the Constructors. But there's still plenty of time. 8 races left to go in this campaign. Now down to a third of the season to go. Still more than a third. That's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. And remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe and tune in next time on my Road to the Record. Bye for now.